Om Shanti. This Murli was spoken on 7th of October 1992. And in this Murli, Baba is personally meeting with the groups and there are different topics. So the first topic is become worthy of God's love and you will easily become a conqueror of Maya. Do all of you consider yourselves to be the moths who belong to the godly flame? There are two types of moth. One type is those who circle around, and the other type is those who sacrifice themselves in a second. So, which moths are all of you? Have you sacrificed yourselves, or are you still going to sacrifice yourselves? Or are you still thinking about it? To think about it means to be circling around. So Baba is explaining what does it mean to circle around the flame. That means you are just thinking about it. Thinking about sacrificing. So Baba then says, after sacrificing yourself, you don't have to circle around. Have all of you sacrificed yourselves? When you find something good and you understand that there is nothing better than that, then there is no need to think about anything. You have made a bargain in this way, have you not? Bap Dada too is pleased to see the victorious jewels who have faith in the intellect. Who has greater happiness, the father or you? The father says the children have greater happiness, and so the father has happiness first. Look from where Bap Dada has selected everyone and made them into the spiritual roses of one garden. There is so much happiness in belonging to this one family. Would anyone else have such a big family? There can be followers, but not a family. There is so much happiness, happiness of the Father, happiness of your fortune, happiness of your family. There is nothing but happiness and more happiness, is there not? As soon as you open your eyes at Amrit Vela, you swing in the swings of happiness. And when you go to sleep, that is also in a swing of happiness. If you want to know about super sensuous joy, whom should you ask? Each one of you would say, ask me. This is pure intoxication. This is not intoxication based on body consciousness. Each soul has their own spiritual intoxication. Simply do not make spiritual intoxication limited intoxication. Then there is one question. What indicates that Bap Dada has the greatest love for the children? What are the practical signs of that? So the question that was asked, what indicates that Bap Dada has the greatest love for the children? What are the practical signs of that? So they all gave their own ideas. Then Baba said, look, no one else writes such a long letter to you every day. Right? So this is an indication. Every day Baba speaks the Murli. This is the long letter for us. So no one else would give you so much love. You are worthy of God's love. We are worthy of God's love, and that is why Baba writes to us every day. So Baba is saying, has he missed writing a letter on any day? You cannot have such a beloved throughout the whole cycle. Remember all those things you were just told about. At every moment, remember just these attainments. Then in front of the attainments, You will not be attracted by any people or things. You will easily and constantly be a conqueror of Maya and make others the same. So, this was one topic. Now, Baba is taking the next topic. The next topic is make your original stage so powerful that adverse situations can never make you fluctuate. Make your original stage so powerful that adverse situations can never make you fluctuate. Do you always continue to see the sparkling stars of your fortune? The star of fortune is sparkling in such an elevated way. Do you constantly continue to sing the song of your fortune? What is that song? Wah, my elevated fortune. Is this song constantly playing? Is it automatic? Or do you have to make effort? It is automatic because the Father, the bestower of fortune, has become yours. So when you have become the children of the bestower of fortune, what could be greater fortune? Simply always have the awareness. What awareness? That we are the children of the bestower of fortune. People of the world continue to stumble around here and there in order to claim the blessings of their fortune, whereas all of you have received the treasures of fortune while sitting at home. You have become free from laboring. You don't have to make any effort, and yet the attainment is greater. This is known as fortune. Something you receive without having to make any effort. Baba is telling us the definition of fortune. What is fortune? Something you receive without having to make any effort. To experience attainment for 21 births from one birth is so elevated. And that attainment is imperishable and unending. No one can break it in any way. Even Maya surrenders herself to you, and this is why it remains imperishable. If someone wants to gain victory through battling, would he be able to do that? No one would have the strength to do that. You have attained such a strong and unending fortune. Now make your stage just as strong. No matter what type of situations come, do not allow your stage to go up and down. The Father is imperishable and the attainments are imperishable. So, what should your stage be like? It has to be imperishable, does it not? Are all of you free from obstacles? Or do you still have a few obstacles? You are remembered as destroyers of obstacles, are you not? That's the blessing we get today from Baba. Right? We got the blessing of being a destroyer of obstacles. So you are remembered as destroyers of obstacles, are you not? No matter what type of obstacle comes, remember, I am a soul who is a destroyer of obstacles. Do you always remember this title of yours? When you are a Master Almighty Authority, then in front of a Master Almighty Authority, no matter how big something that comes is, it is nothing. Since it is nothing, how could it influence you? So we have to maintain this awareness. I am a destroyer of obstacles. All obstacles. I have to destroy my obstacles and also help others destroy their obstacles too. And then another title, who am I? I am a Master Almighty Authority. Okay, so next topic is In order to remain constantly happy, transform the many forms of mind into one mind. In order to remain constantly happy, Baba is telling us the method. Transform the many forms of mind into one mind. Do all of you always remain happy? What is the easy way to remain constantly happy? Someone said remembrance. Even in remembrance, then Baba asked, even in remembrance, what is it easy to remember? The feeling of mind makes it easy. When there is the consciousness of mind, you easily remember that which is yours. So to remember with the right of mind is the easy way. If there is less happiness, the reason for that is that you did not remember the Father with the right of mind. So right mind we have to remember, not wrong mind. Because what causes obstacles in remembrance is the consciousness of mind, that wrong mind. So my body, my relation, this consciousness of mind causes obstacles. Therefore, change all of those different types of mind into my Baba alone. This is an easy method because the greatest attainment in life is happiness. The greatest attainment in life is happiness. If there isn't happiness, there isn't Brahmin life. The breath of Brahmin life is happiness. Therefore, always remain happy. Having found the Father, you have found everything. Happiness disappears when there is a lack of attainment. Right? When we lack something, then we feel unhappy. So to be a Brahmin means you have found everything. The sign of attainment is happiness. You are those who remain happy and also those who distribute happiness. Who would distribute it? Who would distribute it? Those who have a stock of it would be able to distribute it. You have a stock for yourself, but you must also have just as much stock accumulated for others. So always check your stock. Am I that full? It should not be that Maya finishes your stock internally and yet you still think that you have some stock remaining. When any adverse situation arises, you say, I don't know where my happiness went. Why did it go away? The stock got finished inside. So, always check your stock. Am I full? Maya too likes Brahmin souls. She doesn't stop trying to make you belong to her. Therefore, remain cautious and clever at every moment. Now, the next topic. To make the sanskaras of Father Brahma your own is to follow the Father. To make the sanskaras of Father Brahma your own is to follow the Father. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be world transformers? What is the method of world transformation? World transformation through self-transformation. It is only on the basis of self-transformation over a long period of time that you will receive a right to the kingdom over a long period of time. There has to be self-transformation over a long period of time. If there is self-transformation only at the end, you will become an instrument for world transformation only at the end. And then you will receive a kingdom at the end. So do you want to claim a kingdom at the end or at the beginning? Acha. You want to claim a kingdom at the beginning and transform yourself at the end? Baba is asking. If you want to claim it for a long period, there has to be self-transformation for a long period. Because sanskars are created. So sanskars over a long period of time pull you towards themselves even against your conscious wish. Even now you say it is my old sanskar and it therefore happens even when I don't want it to. So those sanskars pull you, do they not? So if there isn't this strong effort over a long time, if it is weak effort, then the weak effort will pull towards itself, and what will the result be? You will not be able to pass fully. Therefore, create sanskars of self-transformation from now. Your sanskars should become natural. You don't have to make effort for sanskaras which are natural. What is the special sanskar for self-transformation? The sanskars of Father Brahma should be the sanskars of the children. What sanskar did Brahma Baba make his own, which he reminded you of at the final time of his corporeal body? So 3 words Baba reminded, Father Brahma reminded 3 words at the end. Those 3 words are incorporeal, viceless, and egoless. Nirakari, Nirvikari, Nirahankari. These were the 3 words spoken by Father Brahma at the end. So these are the sanskars of Father Brahma, that is the sanskars of Brahmins. So this sanskar should be natural. So this is our natural sanskar, incorporeal, viceless and egoless. You are incorporeal anyway, it is your original form. And how many times have you become viceless? You have become that countless times, have you not? The speciality of Brahmin life is to be egoless. So check to see whether you truly have this sanskar of Brahma in yourself. It should not be this is Brahma's sanskar and this is my sanskar. It should not be like that. This is my sanskar, that is Brahma Baba's sanskar. No, it should be the same. So you have to follow Father, do you not? So always keep this elevated sanskar in front of you. Whatever actions you perform during the whole day, at the time of performing every action, check whether you have all 3 sanskars in an emerged form. Then you will easily be able to create the sanskar over a long period of time. This is your aim, is it not? If you want to become that, then become that quickly. Do not become that at the time. You have to make yourself perfect before time. Time is the creation and you are master creators. Is the creator powerful or is the creation? So now let there be complete self-transformation. The word sometimes does not exist in the Brahmin dictionary. Now you are such strong Brahmins, are you not? So who am I? I am a master creator, self-transformer, world transformer. Now the last topic, divinity is the basis of success. Divinity is the basis of success. Every child has received the blessing of a divine intellect from Bap Dada. Have you all used the blessing of a divine intellect in your lives? A blessing is only beneficial when it is put to use. So you have all received the blessing of a divine intellect. But how much do you use it? When something is used, it increases, and there is the experience of happiness and joy. So to what extent do you use a divine intellect? What is the sign of that? There will be success. Every task would be experienced to be divine and unique, not ordinary. Because divinity is the basis of success in any task. So the sign of a divine intellect is divinity in every action. So do you have this experience, or do your actions sometimes become ordinary? Checking point for us. How are my actions? Divine or ordinary? Souls who have attained a divine intellect would always make divine anything that is not divine. It is remembered that an alchemist's stone would change iron into a gemstone. So, a divine intellect means an intellect like the alchemist's stone. Have you become like that? The intellect imbibes everything. A divine intellect would only imbibe divinity. You can bring about such transformation. Can you make divine that which is not divine? Or do you get influenced by something that is not divine? If something undivine happens, if an undivine task is performed, then would you be influenced by that? Something that is not divine can be changed into something divine with the blessing of a divine intellect and the power of transformation. An undivine atmosphere, undivine behavior or words would not affect someone with a divine intellect. See the power of divine intellect. It can change anything. Only those who have such a stage are said to be the images of blessings who have a divine intellect. Just as you would have something waterproof or fireproof, scientific inventions can be made waterproof and fireproof. So, can the power of silence not bring about transformation? Can it not make something proof? To have knowledge about something is a different matter. This is divine and this is not divine. But to be influenced is something else. So we have to make ourselves Maya proof, right? By using this divine intellect, by using the power of silence. So, is the power of divinity elevated, or is the power of something not divine elevated? So, divinity should influence something that is not divine. So, now put the blessing of a divine intellect into use. You know how to use it, do you not? Or do you forget? You have been those who forgot for half the cycle, so now become those who do not forget. A divine intellect is such an elevated tool that you can even make not just people, but even the elements divine with this tool. When you make people divine, that automatically influences the elements. First of all, check yourself to see whether your divine intellect is in an emerged form. Do you have enough power that you are even able to transform the elements? This is a blessing from God, not a blessing from any great soul or righteous soul. Just as the Father is the Almighty Authority, so this blessing is also full of all powers. So, whenever you do any task, first of all check whether you are carrying out the task with the blessing of a divine intellect or with an ordinary intellect. The influence of your divinity will make the world divine. See, this is so beautiful. Underline point. The influence of your divinity will make the world divine. This is your occupation, is it not? I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am a clerk, I am so and so. Those are occupations for the livelihood of the body. But your real occupation is, in fact, to transform the world. So, my real occupation is to be a world transformer. So, do you carry out this task with this awareness? If you use the blessing, then the attainment of the blessing will always give you an easy experience. With a blessing, you don't have to labor. So, this divine intellect is a blessing. You have labored a lot for birds. Now, no labor, easy. Baba says easy. If you have to labor even in your Brahmin life, if you have to battle, then when will you have pleasure? In the golden age, you will not even be aware that you are in pleasure. There won't be any contrast there. Now there is the contrast of what labor is and what pleasure is. So you have pleasure now, whereas in the golden age, that will be something common. It will be common for everyone to be happy there. There won't be any contrast. Acha, Om Shanti.